It was just a bit boring, and it's not a vibe that I like. That's not gonna work. Where is Iron Flame? Ta-da! Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We are doing a bookshelf reorganizing / declutter today. This is, I wouldn't say well overdue. I did do one quite recently. However, I'm just not happy with how it's looking at the moment, and I do feel like it just needs a refresh because I'm not gravitating towards my TBR shelf. And should I just kick myself in the butt and actually just read the books on my TBR? Yeah, probably. Do I think reorganizing my bookshelves will somehow make me more excited to read my TBR? Even though I am excited about the books that are on there, it's not that I'm not excited. It is literally that I don't even know. I don't have any excuses for myself. But we are going to reorganize my bookshelf today, and it is going to be very satisfying. I'm actually going to do a declutter because there are books that are on my bookshelf that I'm not obsessed with and I have not picked up, and they've been on my TBR or just like sitting on my shelf and I haven't even thought twice about them, or I don't even really like them. There's just a lot of books on there that don't resonate, you know? So we're going to go through and do a bit of a cull, and I'll probably take them to an op shop because I don't want to throw out good books. Just because they're not my cup of tea doesn't mean they're not someone else's cup of tea. So we will be donating them, which will be good. Very satisfying. It always feels so good when you actually finish decluttering something because you feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulder. It looks cleaner, it looks nicer, it's more inviting. And I recently did an office declutter and reorganization as well for this office where the bookshelves are. So if you want to see that video, I will link it here or down below, or I don't know, somewhere. So welcome, let's go. I am ready to get this done. Okay. So this is what we're working with. These are my bookshelves. And yes, if you have come from the other decluttering video, I am wearing the same jumper because it's comfy. And yes, I'm aware there's a stain on it and it probably does need a wash. I don't want to hear it though because it's literally from Kmart, and why is it the most comfortable thing I've worn in a long time? I love it. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the books off and then we're going to rejig it, because right now we have romance / literary fiction / my favorite romances. Then this is my TBR shelf randomly in the middle here. And then I just have random books. And then this is my Sarah J Maas shelf. I'm not mad about this one, but I do think I want to mix it up a little bit. We've got some more some more fantasy series. We've got some older books that are part of my like nostalgic collection. And then we have some of my favorite ones as well, things like Carissa Broadbent, Alice Astor, Hunger Games, and then just a random bunch of like thrillers / crime / YA books down here as well. And then right down the bottom we have just some recipe books and some of Zach's books as well, because he's not a big reader, but he does have some books that he does like, so they're down the bottom there as well. So let's get everything off the shelves first, and then we'll decide where we're gonna put everything. Whew. This is like a workout. Okay, let me show you what we're working with. This is what we've got to work with. There's so many books. I don't even know how I'm gonna start this because I do want my fantasy together, my romance together, but I think I'm gonna swap sides actually and put my fantasy on the left and my romance on the right. And I think my TBR shelf, I think that has to go up the top, because I'm sick of it being like in the middle of the shelf. So let's go back to the bookshelves and we'll decide what we're gonna put where. And then I'm gonna declutter as I go. And then I'll show you at the end all of the books that I am decluttering as well. So I think this is gonna be my fantasy shelf, and then this will be romance. That's the plan. So let's start with fantasy. And then my TBR, oh, I don't know what to do about my TBR. That's so hard. I think I'll put my TBR up here, because at least then it's close to where I do my reading wrap-ups and my TBR videos. So, oh, by the way, I've got all my my TBR books are up here, so they are sitting separate at the moment. Okay, let's put the TBR books up first, I think. And I think I'll organize them in their categories. And the thing is, there's some books that are on my TBR that I actually don't think I'm ever gonna read, so I think I'm gonna declutter them. I'm gonna keep these. These are gonna be like that genre. I really want to do a big cull, I think. Fantasy. The real question is, do I get rid of these? Because I did not enjoy Caraval as much as I was hoping to, but they do look really pretty on a bookshelf. But I don't think I'm ever going to read them. I think I'm just going to put them on my actual bookshelf, not on my TBR shelf, and don't hate me for this, but they just look so cute together, and I haven't had to put them together because I haven't read them, and I just don't think I'm ever going to be honest. Like, it was just a bit boring, and I thought that the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy was way better, like way better. I enjoyed it so much more. This just felt like a wild goose chase, and like we weren't actually making progress with the plot at all. It was just like one plot point to the next, and I was just a bit like, what is going on here? So I think I'm going to put it with the rest of them. That is so much more manageable. Like, what a small TBR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is so good, except I've also realized these two are also on the TBR, so they'll have to go in here as well. And hopefully, perfect. I'm really happy about that. Okay, let's do the rest of the fantasy and then we'll move on. But I think I'm gonna put my Sarah J Maas up next because it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So close, yet so far. That is just perfect. I feel like it just makes more sense. Yeah. Cool. Where is Iron Flame? I'm confused. Where did it go? Iron Flame, where are you? Ah, found it. All is well. Like the prettiest edition of Light Lark that I've ever seen. I'm so happy I got it. Like, it has a bunch of like fan art and stuff in it, which is just gorgeous. Like, look at that. This is my most prized possession, I think. Let's put it, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Beautiful. And they can go there. Perfect. We're making good progress. I'm pretty happy about this, to be honest. This is what we are working with so far. What else do we have that's fantasy? I have like my lit fic fantasies, and I feel like they should be here as well. Maybe they should be there, and then these should be here. Yeah, or maybe these should be in. There's space for one book. That's so annoying. What to do? That is definitely not fantasy, neither is that. I think my nostalgic shelf will go here too. I like that. That feels good. That annoys me so much, but I've got nothing to put there at this minute. Okay, I think we're gonna... Do we have a stopper? I think we're gonna move over to the romance section. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I need to replace the batteries in this light or charge it maybe. We need an Elsie silver shelf. That's a fact. So maybe we start there. I just love that the spines of this one make a mountain. Like, that's just, she knows how to market books, this lady. I also kind of want my favorite books to be on this shelf because it's like the most visible to the eye. So we have like Carly Fortune, we have Emily Henry. Carly Fortune is such an underrated author. Like, she just puts you in the atmosphere of the book every single time. And then we have some of my other favorite authors like Abby Jimenez and Ashley Poston as well, which that should be there. Beautiful. And then I've been really enjoying Magnolia Parks recently as well, so I feel like that should also be here. And then Summer in the City is my new fave. Just got that one, loved that. Summer in the City by Alex Astor is literally like a rom-com in a book, like a 90s rom-com. So if you like that vibe, you'll love that book. And then I've got some lit fics, so I think I'll put like my Sally Rooney's up here, and like Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, Intermezzo. Hopefully they're all similar. Maybe they can go here. Yeah, nice, I like that. Except that's not gonna work. No, it is not. Maybe Dolly can go down here, and then Sally can go up here. Yeah, nice. That feels good. And then maybe with Sally, we can put Taylor Jenkins Reid. And what else have we got here? Okay, I actually don't have as many romance as I thought I did, and I'm pretty shocked by that actually. Definitely more of a fantasy girl. I also have a bunch of thrillers that I need to put somewhere, so maybe we'll do that first, and then we'll come back to this shelf here as well. Maybe I don't have more fantasy, it's just because I put my TBR up there actually. I feel better about that. Now I also have some super random ones. I have these, I don't know what to do with them. Some are lit fics, so maybe they can go kind of up here. Let me just have a reorganize. These are all kind of giving the same vibe, and it's not a vibe that I like because they don't actually match like at all. But for now, I think that's where they're gonna go. Because like, no, that's romance. Like, these are not romances. Maybe classics. And these kind of vibe books can go down here with, they're gonna go down here, I've decided. Stop doing that. So annoying. You need to stop. Please. Alright, we've got, I don't think I'm ever gonna read this. This is actually a really good book about marriage. It's a really good general fiction book. So I'm gonna keep that. I hated this book so much, but I love the cover. And it's a trophy for actually finishing it because it did not really deserve to be finished. We did it. This is the end product. Now I did keep this shelf bare because these are not my favorite books down here, but they are books that I do want to keep, and I don't feel like they deserve to be like front and center. So eventually once we have more books, that will be the spot for those books. But at the moment, it is our shrine to Miss Taylor Allison Swift, and that is very fitting. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'll show you all the books that I'm decluttering as well. Look, not as many as I thought, but a lot off my TBR, and it actually has made my TBR so much more manageable. Like, that's my TBR, plus this, because I needed to fill a gap. But I'll show you what I've got. So these are the books that I'm decluttering. We have The List, All My Rage, Little Fires Everywhere, The Paradise Problem. Still considering keeping this one, but I tried twice and I was so bored. All Fours by Miranda July, Exiles by Jane Harper, Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth, and The Couple Upstairs by something Rainwhite, Holly Wainwright. I feel good about that. Someone will want these books, and they're in pretty good condition apart from just dropping them on the floor, so I'm sure someone will enjoy those. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little reorganizing declutter video. I feel so much better about it. Everything feels so much more manageable, and yeah, now the office is clean, the bookshelves are clean. This feels like a brand new space, and I'm so happy about it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you guys enjoy this content, because if you let me know, I can make more of it. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.